In a quiet coastal town where the sea whispered secrets to the shore every evening, Elena first noticed Daniel at the small book café near the pier. She was 28, a graphic designer who had grown tired of fleeting dates with men her age. Daniel was 49, a retired naval architect who now restored old wooden boats in his workshop by the harbor. He carried the calm of someone who had weathered many storms. They met over a shared love of old novels. One rainy afternoon, Elena asked if she could sit at his table because the cafe was full. He nodded with a small smile, no eagerness, no performance. They talked about Hemingway, about the sea, about how time changes what we value. She felt something stir, an attraction not just to his looks, but to the steady way he listened. Over the next few weeks, they kept crossing paths, by chance, then perhaps not. Coffee turned into walks along the beach at dusk. Elena felt drawn to him in a way she hadn't expected. But she was cautious. She had seen older men chase youth to feel young again, or carry bitterness like hidden cargo. The first question came one evening as they sat on a weathered bench watching the lighthouse beam cut through the mist. "Daniel," she said softly against the sound of the waves, "do you spend a lot of time alone?" He looked out at the dark water for a moment. "Yes," he answered simply. "I do. I've learned to enjoy my own thoughts. It took years after the divorce, but I stopped fearing the quiet. Now it's where I recharge. No apology. No over-explanation. Just truth." Elena felt something unlock inside her. A few days later, as they shared tea in his workshop surrounded by the smell of varnish and salt air, she asked the second question. "What are you looking for these days, Daniel?" He set his cup down and met her eyes. "Honestly? I'm not looking to fill a void or chase excitement. If something grows between us, I'd want it to be honest, slow, respectful, mutual. I don't need to prove anything anymore. I just want real connection, if it's there." His words carried no pressure, no grand promises. Just clarity. Elena felt tears prick her eyes, not from sadness, but from the rare relief of hearing a man speak without agenda. Months passed. Their bond deepened quietly. They cooked together, read aloud by the fire, shared silences that felt full instead of empty. The age difference was there, friends raised eyebrows, her mother worried, but Elena never doubted his heart. One evening, as they walked hand in hand along the shore, Elena stopped and turned to him. "I asked you those questions because I was afraid," she admitted. "Afraid you'd be like the others. But you weren't testing me back. You just were." Daniel smiled, the lines around his eyes deepening with warmth. "I knew what you were asking, Elena. And I answered for the same reason you asked, for the truth." The sea rolled in, steady and endless, like the quiet certainty they had found. In a world quick to judge age and desire, they had built something rare, a love rooted not in fantasy or power, but in two people brave enough to be seen exactly as they were.